Shalom, back with part 4, the breakdown of Revelation 17. Let's continue here. Again, let me just go over this verse 11. And the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth, talking about America, Babylon the Great, the whore of Babylon, all right? Old daughter of Babylon, daughter of the Chaldeans, spiritually Sodom, all right? And spiritually Egypt, okay? You understand all that, all right? And again, you read that in Revelations 11:8. See, the dead bodies, those are the dead bodies of the Israelites, shall lie in the street of the great city. That great city is talking about America, Babylon the Great, which is spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt. Does not Washington, D.C. have an obelisk? Yes, it does. All right, just as Rome does, just as the British Empire, all right? Because again, it's all broken down, people. America is the military sector, all right? I told you she's been like the head snake of NATO, you know, part of the beast, the system, and actually the head snake, all right? And she is the eighth head, all right? So America being the military arm, along with NATO, and then you have the financial arm, which is the British Empire, all right? Again, the international banking families, the Bank of England, all right? And they control all these banks, the World Banks, all that. It's all interconnected, all right, the system. And then the Vatican has been the religious sector, all right, which has nothing to do with Christianity. That's all about Edomite supremacy, okay? Much like everything else, all right? The education system is not about education, but indoctrination into Edomite supremacy. You understand? It's all about brainwashing people. It's all about deception and lies. This is the anti-Messiah system, all right? Which was created and designed for that reason, to keep people in darkness, all right? And how does that work? An example of that is that you have the media, that's the mouth of the beast. It's propaganda machine, all right, of deceptions and lies, okay? Anything that they say, you believe, all right? And Nixon said, you know, back in the 70s, the American people believe everything they see on television, all right? And again, what's television? Programming, all right? TV programming, okay? So whether through the media, whether through television, whether through their movies, okay, through the churches, their false prophets, okay, their deceptions, their lies, all right, that false Christianity, whether through them, their harlot daughters, denominations, whether Baptist, Pentecostal, you know, Protestantism, Calvinism, whatever, all right, you know, they all come under the umbrella of the Vatican anyway, all right, and they all create their own doctrines. There's only one true doctrine. All right? And this book comes from the heavens. It doesn't come from man. You read that in James 3:17. All right? And all throughout the scriptures. There are plenty of other examples of that. All right? So she has no mate, this book. But how else are you deceived? Again, you know, so you have the media, you have the churches, you have television, you have the education system, and it's all meant to keep you in the dark, keep you from coming into the light. You understand? Into the truth. All right? And what does it say? St. John 8:32, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. You understand that? This is all about mind control, people. That's what government means. Mint means minds. Govern means control, mind control. America spends billions of dollars a year in learning exactly how to do that from their so-called scientists. All right? So wake the hell up. All right, where also our Lord was crucified. How was he crucified? He was cast off for your Edomite Jesus Christ, okay? That false religious ideology of worship. You understand? That's what that's talking about, people. All right, let's get back. All right. All right. Where are we here? All right. So the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth, and is of the seven. People already know the answer to that. And goeth into perdition. Perdition meaning destruction. Do you not see America in its destruction? Are you not witnessing the fall of Babylon? Because that's what you're here for. Particularly who? The elect. Those that are going to survive until the end. You understand? You're here to bear witness as we read here in, what is that? St. John's 15:27, the last verse. And ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me, been with him since what? The foundation of the world. Right? Let's see. Ye also shall bear witness, because ye have been with me from the beginning. The beginning of what? The foundation of the world. Right? You get it, people? You understand that? All right? All right. Let's get on with this, shall we? Right? All right. All right. All right. Okay. And the 10 horns, which are the EU nations, which thou sawest are 10 kings, 10 kingdoms. Okay. There are actually 28, 29 nations in the EU, but it's still 10 kingdoms. All right. Because those nations were simply broken up. All right. So don't be deceived. Which have received no kingdom as yet, but received power as kings 1 hour with the beast. All right. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. What are we talking about? America, Babylon the Great. Because she is the eighth and final head of that Edomite beast system, of this last leg and extension of the revived Roman Empire. And these shall make war with the Lamb. You see that? And the Lamb shall overcome them. All right? For he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and they that are with him are called the chosen and faithful. Let's further prove that. Let's go to Revelations, the 12th chapter. All right? Okay. What does it say here? We'll start at verse 7. All right? And there was a war in heaven. This is what's getting ready to happen, people. All right? This prophecy is getting ready to be fulfilled. All right? And there was a war in heaven, meaning in the skies, right? In space, in the skies, in the air. Michael, the archangel, Mikaela, which means like God, and his angels fought against the dragon. That's Esau, Edom, and his military. And the dragon fought with his angels, his F-117s, F-118s, and prevail not. You see that? It's going to be a first round knockout. It's going to be a slaughter, an annihilation. All right? And neither was their place found any more in heaven. That's right. And the great dragon was cast out, right? Their carcasses, as you read over there in Isaiah, the 34th chapter. All right? You can start at the first verse. All right? Matter of fact, maybe I'll take us over there. That old serpent, see that? The dragon was cast out, that old serpent called who? The devil and Satan. All right? Dragon, again, is a serpent, which goes back to what? I already showed you the picture. The red dragon, right? The 7 heads, the 10 horns. You understand? The conglomerate of Edomite nations, of the Edomite beast system. You understand? In America, Babylon the Great is the last leg and extension of that Edomite beast system. She is the last and the 8th head. There will be no 9th. There will be no 10th. You understand? All right? So, the old serpent, going back to the garden, it's not talking about a talking snake. It's talking about one of the sons of the wicked, because the earth was broken down into 3 parts. The sons of God, which is the original line before we became known as the Israelites through Jacob. All right, so the sons of God, the sons of the wicked, and the sons of man, which are the other 16 heathen nations. You understand? That's how the earth was broken down into 3 parts by the Lord. Okay? So that wasn't a talking snake in the garden. That was a man who deceived Eve, much like what you see today. All right? Esau Edom has deceived the whole world. All right? He's got you all wearing diapers on your face, does he not? Yes, he does. All right? And all this is a precursor to what? To the coming of the mark of the beast, the RFID microchip. You understand all that, people? All right? They have an agenda. All right. See? So the devil means deceiver, false accuser, slanderer, and Satan simply means adversary, as in the human counterpart to the spiritual entity Satan. You understand that? Okay? All right. And he was cast out into the earth. See, the carcasses are going to be cast out. And his angels were cast out with him, right? His F-117, his F-118, his military was cast out with him. Their carcasses, all right? All right, you can go over to Isaiah 34th chapter and read that for yourself. All right? Highly recommend you do. All right. Okay, what else? All right. You can also read about this in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. All right. Okay. You can read about them warring with the Lamb. All right. Let's get back. All right. Let's get back here. Where are we? Revelation 17. All right. So again, they shall make war with the Lamb, right? But he shall overcome them, right? Because he's the Lord of Lords, King of Kings. See that? And he said unto me, the waters which thou sawest, right? I already told you that. That goes back to verse 1, right? Where the whore sitteth are peoples, multitude, nations, and tongues, all right? And that's talking about America, Babylon the Great. And don't forget that America has over 800 military bases and embassies, all right, across the world, globally. You understand that, people? All right? Remember, she never keepeth at home, all right? Habakkuk 2 in the 5th verse, all right? Tell you all that, okay? That she's proud and she never keepeth at home and she's never satisfied. You understand? In other words, what can you give a person that already has all the money in the world and has control? What is it that they want? More control, more power. And that's why the RFID microchip. All right, they want more power. All right. All right, and I'm talking about the international banking families, your Rothschilds, your Oppenheimers, your Rockefellers, et cetera, 13 families and all. All right, because they're your corporations, people. They're behind your puppet governments, all right? And they are the corporations, all right? All right, so let's get into this here, all right? And you know what? I don't have much time here, so we're going to do that when we come back, and we're going to close this out, all right? So we'll be right back with, give me a minute. We'll be right back, okay, with part 5, all right? And we'll close it out there, this breakdown of Revelation chapter 17, all right? So we'll be right back with part 5, all right? Shalom.